Breath of the Wild, but it's still a beautiful game. I enjoy it, and yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is something very exciting, and it comes out very soon. It comes out in April, correct? Jeez. All right, without further ado, right? Let's get this going. Let's see what this guy has to say. Mr. Auma.
Hello, everyone. I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series.
Aonuma.
First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
It's complete.
Thank you very much for waiting.
Sweet.
Many of you are looking forward to this game, and we've released a few trailers
Damn
so
right.
far.
Yeah.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like. Okay? Let's begin.
Let's get going, yeah.
Here we are, in the land of Hyrule.
Okay. Alright, just like the
Like
first
The
game.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so
It looks
we hope you'll seek them
exactly
out
the
for
same.
yourself when the game launches.
Call me crazy, but it looks exactly the same.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule,
Like no
which is
graphical
high
improvement.
into
That's
the
what
sky.
I mean. Like
You'll
the
notice
horse,
some land
but
masses
this
floating
looks
up there.
still looks great.
We
'cause
call
Breath
them
of the Wild
Sky
looks
Islands.
fantastic.
You're
Sky
probably
Islands,
wondering
huh?
something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here.
Oh, so you have to manually climb it.
Okay, let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
What is wrong? Link got a fucked up arm, cuz.
look, it started rising. This power is known as recall, which
That's
rewinds
crazy.
an object's movement. Since I just used recall on the fallen rock,
This is the same
I can
exact
now rise
map.
into the sky.
That looks like the Twin
We're a lot
Mountains from
closer to the Sky
from near
Islands.
the beginning of the game.
Let's use the
Breath of the
paraglider to
Wild.
reach one of them.
And you can just dive back
There are
down.
a few other sky islands floating here too. I made it. There are lots of ways to
See
reach
the
the Sky
dragon?
Islands, so we hope you'll try a few different methods.
There goes the dragon.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface,
I think this is
there are
what they
several
want you
man-made
to
structures.
explore more. The Sky
Some
Islands.
trees are also growing here. You won't see many of those yellow trees on the surface, though. Let's walk around for a bit. There's a branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue.
Is this,
Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct.
now,
We'll fight it using the branch.
now, he has a special weapon. He held L. It's like a weird special. Oh, y'all don't see what I'm looking at. Right there. He has a weird L. I mean, when he presses L, it gives you a. It looks like the Skyward Sword beam. In Skyward Sword, when you hold your blade up, it gives you get power from light, and you can use like a light dash projectile attack. That's what it looks like. But hopefully they show
Which
it.
we just picked up.
He's just hitting the motherfucker
the
with a
branch
stick.
broke. Not good. Quick, get another branch.
Great. So the durability is still there. Great.
And we defeated it. Moving on.
Zanai charge. Those creatures are awfully similar to those guardians at the bottom too. But also, I believe that this game would be fantastic on some sort of for emulating purposes. I'm curious to see how it looks like graphically, and then the potential mods as well. But the base game looks fantastic.
We've now explored more of this sky island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer. This is called Fuse. You can stick objects together to create new weapons with various effects.
What?
Let's take on another construct with this fused
That's
weapon.
actually kind of tough.
We're dealing
That's actually kind of tough. So hold up, let me go back when he does
to
it.
create new and do this. Look,
So it looks like it gave him a +2 damage for adding a rock. I think that should be base. I guess if you add a rock, you're gonna get +2. I don't know what else you can add with the fuse. Looks like I'm assuming you can't just use everything, but
we can stick them together. We created a makeshift hammer.
he swings.
This is called Fuse.
Bro is fucking swinging it like it was just a branch.
You can stick
A big
objects
ass
together
boulder.
to create new weapons with various effects.
Wow,
Let's take on another construct with
did it get
this fused
smaller all of a
weapon.
sudden? Am I tripping?
Fuse.
It looks huge, right? That's huge.
You can stick objects together to
That's
create
huge.
new weapons.
And as soon as he put that shit back, the switch from his glider, it just went realistically smaller.
Various effects. Let's take on another construct with this fused weapon.
It's instantly smaller. That is
We're dealing
way
with two of
smaller.
the hammer.
Look how big
This
that
is
motherfucking
called
thing
Fuse.
is. Wait, now it's bigger? Oh, okay, hold up.
With this fused weapon.
Now it's small,
We're dealing with two of them at
but
once.
when he fights him, it gets... See, what? It just fucking enlarges?
Oh, we beat one. The weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability.
Nice.
You
I
can do
wonder
all
if that's
sorts
on
of things
purpose.
by
Like,
experimenting
it's
with the
smaller,
fuse
like it
ability.
just expands. Like,
You can fuse two weapons, for example. If we take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range. With this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
that is cheap.
Enemies,
Look at this shit.
we can stick and fuse it with a
Power
pitchfork.
pole extend.
We can create a weapon
Oh.
with a much longer attack.
That's times +4.
We can
+4. Sheesh.
create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
+4.
With this, we don't have to get too close
So
to
it was
enemies,
2 damage plus
and we
4.
can safely attack from a distance.
6 total. That is really
You can
nice.
also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow.
Okay.
Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze faraway enemies. Very useful.
If it's
In
this
addition,
encourages you
let's
to
see.
explore everywhere and collect
There's a bird flying
everything.
If you're out
Great,
hunting,
great,
you
great,
might
great,
feel
great.
that aiming with an arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so
Again, my only issues of my only complaint was just the weapon durability thing. That was my only gripe with it, really. And they still haven't that implemented. Hopefully, is not as
my shots rarely land.
not as harsh as it was. Maybe.
So at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters.
Okay, yep.
Fuse it to an arrow and
The hell?
look, it homed in on the target.
That is brilliant. They're making use of what you collect because, like, more use of what you collect. It's really cool. Really, really cool.
Let's try this on another bird. I'll just fire in that general direction. It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together,
I mean,
the
it's
fuse
cool.
ability could also be beneficial for hunting. I fused a
You can fuse with your fucking shield.
mushroom to my shield.
So you can fuse your arrow, your shield, your blade.
Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this.
Okay.
I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy
So
has
he
lost
can't
sight
see.
of Link, so attack! Even if you struggle with combat, you can take
Yep.
down enemies
Yep.
using similar
Yep.
methods.
Yep. I'm gonna
In
collect the shit out of
previous
those.
game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by
This is
defeating
hyping me up to
strong
play
enemies.
Breath of the Wild now.
But in this game, fusing
So I
even
might
the
need to add
weakest
that to
weapon
my
with
stream
something else
soon,
could
very
turn it
soon.
into a useful weapon. There are even
gonna
more
have to.
gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers. We'll want to cross this one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We need a boat. Of course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here.
He's making his
and
person. He's
attach
making a
third
personal
log.
boat.
It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability.
I forgot my other complaint with the other games was with the Breath of the Wild was the dungeons. There was no dungeons. I love the old school style Legend of Zelda where you're in the dungeon, you got to use your wit to figure out these puzzles, and then you get really rewarded with all the goodies in there, and then the boss in there too. I don't know. I just want a little bit more of that. Maybe I'll get more of that in Breath of the Wild. Again, I haven't played it, but looks like he's using Ultra Hand, and I guess that L thing was with the blade was his weapon fuse, and this is Ultra Hand.
Called Ultra Hand. Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
You got some sticky.
You can always
sticky
attach
cum
things
goo.
or detach them like this.
Right. Right.
Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward. There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Is that a battery, my dude?
Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it?
And then you hit it to turn it on and off, and it recharges once you turn it off.
We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, they're attached. All right, let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side. In the most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things
don't
and
hate
explore
it.
this world at your leisure.
But
There are even more new abilities.
I don't love it either. It's
Take
like
this
it's not
building over
really-
here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
I like that.
This
I like
new
that.
ability
I
is
like
called
that.
Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through to the floor above you.
Yeah, you showed that.
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it.
Stop it.
If we use the ability here,
You can do it. What's that thing?
come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged
That's
at the top
cool.
of the hill.
That's cool. He's
In
cold
the
though.
previous game,
Better
you
get him
had
outta
to use
here.
stamina to climb a mountain.
Yeah, he's losing temperature.
But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit differently from the previous game. Ah, it blew me away with wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan.
You're gonna fly away.
Ah!
You did it on purpose.
I got pushed off. Oh well, let's just return to the surface. You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like
He
this.
purposely set himself to fall.
It
but
feels so good.
Whatever, it's cool.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river.
That's cool.
And we're back on the
Let me
surface.
tell you something. If you really realistically did that, you dead. But
There's
this
still
is
so
tight.
many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now.
Hey, say that goblin. That goblin getting hey.
What did
That's
you
it.
think?
That's it.
Some of Link's new abilities were updated from the previous game.
Ah.
I'm sure some of you watching me play were thinking, wait, if you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible.
Man.
There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Uh. That was something. So I really liked everything about it. Instead of like having specific dungeons, the whole damn world is a dungeon. You gotta use your wits to go through places. That seemed like that was the same logic in the original game. I hope this is a conclusion to this style of Legend of Zelda. But I hope going forward we get a more of a classic style going forward. That's just, I don't know what's the popular opinion on that. But that's my opinion. Respectfully, I love these styles. There's so many clone copies. Like, they made their own little genre of this shit. But I guess if they do decide making this game style going forward for all their games. Um, like for the mainline Legend of Zelda games. I guess that's just something we just gonna have to accept. But I don't think it's gonna ruin the series. Because knowing them, they'll probably do remakes for us classic fans. I guess you would call us that at this point. Because these are just. I mean, in terms of Legend of Zelda, from what we used to play, they're like basically two different games. The I guess the love of Legend of Zelda, the classic way of it is still there for this Breath of the Wild style, Tears of the Kingdom style, whatever. Um, it's cool, but I don't know, something just doesn't feel right. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's just I'm just older, and I just like the older style, like how you're supposed to play the game. Um, People don't like Wind Waker, but I love Wind Waker. That art style is timeless. People can play that to this day. The only thing that's clearly dated would probably be the excuse me, that was nasty. I guess it would be what only thing would be dated would be the gameplay.